Hello everybody and welcome to part number 4 of the Let's Build the Real Grade RX-78-2 with 1/35th scale Char Azimuth Zaku 2 head. Special 35th Anniversary Edition. So, in the last episode what we did was we built this arm. And as you can see, not many decals go onto this. Let's see if I can finally get this thing to focus. Yeah, there you go. You can see Gundam 30th, or Gunpla 30th, right near the bottom there, right underneath the RX-78-2. So, focus out here now. Thank you. There we go. So in today's episode, what we will be doing is the beam rifle, the hyper bazooka, and the shield. So this should be a fairly quick part, as there is not much to do. Now a really quick note, there are a couple parts in the shield that I accidentally told you guys that they didn't matter. Yeah, they did matter. In the arm, at the top of the arms, yeah, they did matter. So I had to find those pieces. Luckily I found them somehow. So make sure you don't throw those away by accident. And also, as a quick note, I did go ahead and remove the real grade hands. They're similar to the perfect grade, but they're not quite the same. There's 3 fingers that move as one. The trigger finger and the thumb are separate. So, because of the way I wanted to display this, that's how it's going to go. Now the first part is the beam rifle itself. Come on, don't focus there anymore. Don't focus there. Focus up here. Sorry, just me trying to get the focus. Gosh darn it. Focus. There's nothing in the background. Come on. Well, it's really decided that it doesn't want to focus today. Wow, it is really out of focus. Come on. The background's focused. There we go. So you can see a little extra bit there. That will go towards the top. And literally what we're doing, shoving this through, shoving this through, just like that. This part will be a really quick episode, as long as everything goes the way I hope it to. There we go. That's the weapon done. Or the beam rifle, I should say. Done. Now let's move on to the Hyper Bazooka. Sorry about that. That was my nippers deciding they were going to be magnetic today. So now this. Sorry about the no music. This one I didn't get the music quite ready in time. There we go. That's the Hyper Bazooka done. Now, whoa, that was me actually catching it. There. Now I will pass it back. I'll pass it to past me where I show you guys how I used this panel liner in order to get this effect. Okay, thank you, future me. So as you can see here, I do have that panel line, and I will actually get up my thinner now as well. Do I have any Q-tips out that I can use? Wait, I just had a big box of them. Okay. So this will be the very first time that I'm going to be using this panel liner here. So what I've got here is Q-tips or ear cotton swabs or ear cleaners, the panel liner itself, a little jar for my thinner, a little pipette, and the part itself. So first thing I'm going to do is actually open up this one. And I'm going to open up my paint thinner as well. Just going to take a little bit out. As I say, just a little bit. What I'm actually going to do is have this ready to go. Just barely see that there is some in there. Not a lot, just some. A little bit goes a long ways. Like this bottle here, it's probably about 3 or 4 inches tall. Yeah, that'll last you years if you just use a little bit at a time. So I'm just going to quickly mix it up a little bit, as I did really mix it well beforehand. And literally, it comes with its own brush. It's a little tiny brush. And I'm just tapping it to the areas. Actually turning out a lot better than I thought. Basically, I'm just letting this do all the work for me. Actually, just like that. I know it's really hard to see it, but it did work really well. So now we just gotta let that dry. So I'll be back once it is dry. Okay, so it is dry now. So literally what I'm gonna do, just gonna take a cotton swab here and dip it into that container with the paint thinner in it. Then literally I'm just gonna wipe I don't think I got enough thinner on it. Oh, there we go. Now you can really see how soaked that is. Yeah, now you can really tell. Oh, don't tell me it's enamel. Okay, so this will require some trial and error, but you kind of see here how it's clean. This is up here, it's up dirty. So I'm going to work on cleaning it up more, and I'll get back to you, and then you will see it in just a few seconds here. So back to future me. Okay, thank you, past me. Let me grab out the rest of those pieces. There we are. So it's just a matter. And also I should mention that be careful with the thinner, as it has been known to make these parts brittle. So don't use too much of it, or else you run the risk of actually destroying the parts or making them so brittle that they just fall apart right in your hands. So put a bit on, wipe it off, and then if you need to do it again, kind of deal. There we go. Now this is the part where you have to get those two parts from previously that I told you to throw away, but you actually needed them. My bad. So these are the two parts here. Do not throw these away. They are important. They're important for the shield. So this should just hook on right in there. This. Once I get a hold of it, oh, come on. Snap in there. This piece goes right through there. There we go. Now you can use the thinner if you want to. Seeing as though I see it right now and I don't want to pull up my thinner and all that stuff. Good enough. There we go. That's the shield. And that is the rifles and shield complete. So in the next part we will be building the core fighter and the head. And then we will be done this part, this half of the build. And then we will be moving on to the head, which that will take a little bit of time. So, I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and if you are new here and you've liked what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. And if you aren't new here and you've liked what you've seen, hit that like button. It lets me know to continue on doing stuff like this. And don't forget that you can always put comments or questions down in the comment section down below. It's there for a reason. I keep up with most of them. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. And until next time, remember to rock on.